Welcome back, Nick Lenz, Comic Corner, Classics Less Non-Classic. This is episode number 962 and Doubleshot number 856. Two Red Hood and the Outlaws trades. Yeah, first up I'm going to talk about is the third volume of Red Hood and the Outlaws, Death of the Family. This contains Red Hood and the Outlaws number 0, 15, 18, Teen Titans Volume 4, number 16, and Batman Volume 2, number 17. Everything in these issues, with the exception of the Batman issues written by Scott Lobdell and Film DeCisa, Scott Snyder himself writes the Batman issues, and let's see. Yeah, and the artists in here are Timothy Green II, Baraka Ferry, Brett Booth for this Teen Titans issue, I.G. Guerrera, Norm Rampant, Jonathan Gapon, Wayne Future, Greg Capella, who does the Batman issue, Jonathan Gallopin, Adrian Suff, Robertson Ruka, Ken Lashley, Julio Ferreira, Jamie Mazzaglia, Bill Lee LeBeau, Lee Underwood, and Tyler Kirkham. The cover art here is done by Tyler Kirkham, Bat, and Alex Sinclair. I've met Bat and I met Tyler Sinclair. Bat, I regret getting into an argument with him over David Finch. Yeah. He was the only guy, basically, where I finished. He was the only person I got autographed on I actually an argument with. Yeah, I have regretted doing that. If I ever get a chance to meet him again, I'm going to apologize to him. Because that was very stupid of me to do. Though he is a good anchor. I do appreciate that. As a matter of fact, he's one of the few people who got signed the Batman trade I own. Tyler Kirkham. Great person to meet. I met him a couple times. Met him at the last two cons I went to. I first met him at Tampa Bay at Orlando Toy Comic Con. I brought with me a couple trades from the sign. I think it was a Deathstroke trade, and I think it was a Green Lantern Corps trade. The last time I saw him, I think it was one of Dark Knight's Mill trades I got him to sign, and War Green Lanterns. This, of course, is basically all about death. Oh, yeah, also, it's not listed here, but there's all. Actually, it's not. I think that's right there. Now, what happened in these issues? Okay, issue 0 is simply put Red Hood's new backstory. And you can kind of say reading this, his post-crisis backstory is partially canon. Yes, the noteworthy thing happened in the issue was Red Hood stealing the tires of the Batmobile. That happens to like one panel in here. He's mostly the same as Noah depicted, and Batman basically was very open to basically recruiting him as new Robin, and though apparently they show his father in here, and his father was very, let's just say, not a very nice person. His mother, which in the pre-crisis, in the post-crisis continuity, he actually didn't meet her until like before his death at the hands of the Joker in Death in the Family from the 1980s. The title of this event basically is not to that. 15 and 16, simply crossover Teen Titans. Basically, 15 is basically, this is of course after Jason Todd is taken, and the issue ends basically where Teen Titans 15 leaves us, basically told from their perspective, and 16 has a weird opening. Looks like you have Red Hood and Tim Drake, aka Red Robin, basically both upside down, facing different directions, and it looks like, from a perspective, looks like they're gonna kiss, but nope. It's a bit. Look up, Red Hood's wearing a mask. Also, it's established in these issues, I think it was in the Red Hood issue, where Joker put something in Red Hood's mask. We don't find out what it is until after this event is over with. And I even like the fact they even have in here, well, they have it in the storyline where the Outlaws, well, basically Arsenal and Starfire team with Teen Titans. I guess Scott Lobdell's really trying to get people in this continuity to forget, though, that here's the thing about these two. They were Titans. Yes, these two were members of Teen Titans. Arsenal was a member of the Teen Titans back in the 6-7 lineup, and he was part of actually the 80s lineup as well. He was a long time member of the Teen Titans. Starfire, member of the Titans since the 1980s. Yeah, but apparently in this continuity, at this point, they're never members at all. Though, in the case of Starfire, that this could change, which is just on Teen Titans when Ben Percy's in the book. Arsenal becomes part of the Titans book, basically. That's why they didn't have that. The aftermath of Red Hood of what happened to the family does set up the first arc of James Tynion's run. Yep. Don't want everything act like a big drug hallucination. Yeah, where basically Red Hood goes nuts, sees an illusion of Joker. Well, the Joker that appeared in Death of the Family, where it looked like he already had his face removed in the first issue of Teta Comics, and somehow he got it back. That was never explained. And he holds his face on via a belt. And the next time we see him after this event, which is in Endgame, he's gotten plastic surgery and his face is perfectly fine. And then he shows off his other face, his original face. As for how the head got the back, despite the fact last time anybody saw it, it was with Joker's daughter. It's never revealed. Scott Snyder didn't know what to do with him at that point. Yeah, but I gotta say, this is technically, with these issues, these are technically the end of Scott Dell's first era on writing Red Hood. He does come back later, toward the end of this particular run. Yep. I'm gonna give this. These are not terribly written issues. No, not by a long shot. I'm gonna give this roughly a 9 out of 10. These are pretty good. Next up, it is Volume 5, The Big Picture. And yes, this does happen. They fight Roz in these issues. Yeah, this only contains issues 27, 31, and DC Universe Presents 1718. These issues pretty much wrap up James Tynion's run, how brief it was, and starts the very brief run of Will Pfeiffer before Scott Lobdell comes back to the book. Though these two do not write the DC Universe Presents issues. That's done by Joe Caditi. Those two issues, 17 is basically a solo issue for Arsenal. 18 is a Starfire issue. Now here are the artists. These are very good artists. You have Rafael Salvador, R.B. Silva, who actually does come back. I believe he comes back for Red Hood Arsenal, and I think he does come back for the current Vimer in the Outlaws. You have Julius Gopez, Noel Rodriguez, Steven Savaya, Racken, Federico Denico, Sadu Forlora, Weldon Wong, Dan Green, Paul Norrie, Wayne Flucher, Jordi Tarragona, and that's it. The cover art here is done by Steven Savaya and Hi-Fi. Yep. With these issues, yeah, they take on Ra's al Ghul, Frankenstein's monster. They even take on Lobo, and this is the actual Lobo, not the pretty Lobo, the actual Lobo, the one who actually ended up fighting the actual Lobo in the first issue of the title. Yeah, these issues are actually pretty fun. Despite the fact that these issues, Scott Lobdell comes back to the book. And yeah, he comes back to the book, where a lot of people were not very happy when he did come back. I think that the whole thing with Frankenstein, that was interesting. Neat, interesting idea. This only lasted for like an issue or two. And teaming up with Lobo, that was fun. And then have an issue end with seeing the Pretty Lobo says, yeah, I gotta talk to him. Yeah, that's basically set up for the Lobo series. That comes with the start of DCU. A title that got canceled. Actually, it started like not long after this. Yeah, that issue was a backdoor pilot to it. Yeah, we teased this epic battle between the Pretty Lobo and the actual Lobo. And we get to the first issue of Lobo, and apparently the battle happens off panel. Yep, off panel. Do, in fact, does Columbine even care? Nope, he probably was told just to had this guy be the actual Lobo. Yeah, despite the fact he's not the actual Lobo, he's an alleged Lobo. Yeah, this Lobo's last known appearance to date was in the second arc of Hal Jorger Lantern Corps, where he was trapped in a bottle for Brainiac. That was last anybody saw of him, and I think Robert Vinny that, yeah, this guy is stupid. We're not going to deal with him ever again. But the thing with these issues, I describe these issues as fun. Really fun issues. Kind of felt as though these issues were basically getting a heck of a lot better what they were. But yeah, not much else to say. Pretty good issues. Okay? So that's it for this particular review. My next Comic Corner, I'm going to do the last trade I have for Red Hood and the Outlaws. And of course, my last show overall reviewing the first volume of Red Hood and the Outlaws. And gonna be soon talking about Ridiculous Arsenal. Yep. Yeah, at least like I have enough trades right now to do. At least I got from the library yesterday to do about 2 more comic corners. So I did get some trades today from Ollie's. That's basically a good couple more videos. So I'd say I have enough material for about, I'd say, 4 more videos. But that will happen once I finish reading these trades. Okay? I'm going to get this trade right here a 9.5 out of 10. It's much of an improvement of what Scott Lobdell was doing. Because this was exciting. I love reading this. The DC Comic Presents issues, they were interesting, but I like the Red and the Outlaws issues in here better. Yeah. Though I should point out, though, at the time these issues came out, like, apparently Lobdell wanted to swap books with Will Pfeiffer. Yeah, there was an article that came out, like, not long after Will Pfeiffer wrapped up his run in this book, is that he and Lobdell swapped books. Lobdell went back to this book, while Will Pfeiffer went over the Teen Titans after its relaunch. Yeah, that's the reason why his run was very short. Yeah, Tennant only did the first, like, 2 issues in here. The last 3 issues in here are done by Will Pfeiffer. Yeah, he was on the title very briefly. My guess is he knew that Lobdell was coming back to the book anyways after he had already left. Has been gone for like over a year. Yeah, he was gone from the book for relatively like 13 issues, and then he comes back with issue 32, and he's still with the book right now. Despite the fact it's been relaunched twice now. Yeah, so, in the case of my final thoughts for these 2 writers writing this book, it's interesting under them. It's a step in the right direction. For one thing, Starfire is wearing a much better outfit. I like this outfit better than the outfit she wore at the start of the series, when the series first started back in 2011. Yeah, this outfit is a lot better, though currently her outfit is a little more conservative and doesn't show off her belly. It covers up like her whole midsection, the current outfit. It does show off her shoulders. It's kind of like, it's a nod to her, I would probably say, her outfit she had. Actually, no, it's more conservative than it's usually been because, well, you don't think showing skin shows off as her arms and legs. Yep. Though, I at least appreciate those scholars remembered, oh yeah, she flies and she can shoot bolt energy beams out of her hands and eyes. Yep. So yeah, that's it for this particular review. I have no videos planned for today. Tomorrow, currently, I have planned at least 3 reviews of newest episodes of One Piece, on the newest chapter manga, Dragon Ball Super, and Boruto. Though I don't know what's going to happen after the next arc is wrapped up for Boruto, because here's the strange thing about it. There's been no announcement like exactly what the next arc is for Boruto. The most recent announcement they made for Boruto is the fact that, well, the Boruto manga is switching magazines. It switched from Weekly Shonen, it's from Shonen Jump to it's not Jump Ginga per se. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's V Jump. It's moved to V Jump. I'm not sure why though, but you get my thoughts on when I get a chance to review the news chapter of Boruto, which still has not been released yet. Yeah, I don't know why it hasn't been released yet, but it hasn't. Okay, so yeah. So until I see you next video, bye.